Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Paget's Honda up in Batley. As you would have seen in last week's video, this is my brand new 2023 Honda monkey bike with 0 miles on it, which is pretty tiny. This is just so small. Right, what I need to do, because... Oh, you have a really small penis. What I'm going to do, because I'm up at Paget's near Leeds, and I don't live in Leeds, I live in Hertfordshire, I've now got nearly 200 miles to ride home. So instead of riding it down the motorway and putting that engine, the tiny little 9 horsepower engine, under load for 3 hours, just which is not going to do it any good, I'm going to do about 50 to 100 miles of just gentle round the town stuff, working my way down to the Peak District, pull over, let it cool down completely, then start it up and go into the peaks. Hopefully by that time the cylinder rings and everything will be more than good enough to sort of cope with some of the hills and whatever. But even in the peaks, going up and down the gears, using the brakes, using the sidewalls of the tyres and everything means that the bike gets running way better than it would do if it sat on the motorway. So first things first though, or should I say, sorry David, sorry, first port of call. You might see that I've got this thing sitting here, which is my SW Motec tank bag, and in this bag I've got a Pro tank ring, I've got my mouse case phone adapter, I've got a throttle rest for my hand, where's the other stuff, and I've got this, a USB charger that runs off the battery. So we're going to fit all of that and then head into the peaks. They're tiny as well. This one, too big. This one, too big. No. How is that too big? This should have one. Oh my god, can you imagine I came all that way? These are so small, it's really funny. Right, and we got the SW Motec Pro tank ring. Bought through Steve at a bike thing, as per usual, because his delivery is so much faster, and he stocks it. I am sweating in this. Right, fit this, and I'll bring you back in a second. Right, tank ring is on, which is great news. This is my removable, or like quick release mouse case thingy. Nice and tight. There you go, lovely quick mouse case attached. Right, now how do I get to the battery? There we go. There we go. Oh, where's the battery? I've got real backache working on this already. And there's the battery. Oh my god. Look how tiny this battery is. Oh, is this going to even run off this? I don't know. I mean, the one thing I can say about this already is this incredibly easy to work on. Accessing full touring mode. This is brilliant. Right, there we go. We're ready for the road, I think. 12.7 volts. That is what we like to see. I still can't get over how tiny this thing is. I don't even know whether this is going to fit. I don't think it's going to fit, everyone. As you may notice, I've not got my tank bag on. That's because I bought my Pro City tank bag, and it doesn't fit. It's like, I mean, as standard, it's double the size of the tank. I think this is a 5 litre tank, and my tank bag's like 11 litres and expands to 14 or something like that. Let's sit on it. This is tiny. Oh Jesus! Right. This is hilarious. Oh, well, there we go. It's a shame I didn't get my tank bag fitted. I'm going to have to order a new one, aren't I? A smaller sort of version. Oh, mate, this is going to be a long ride home. I mean, for around town, already. This is brilliant. Super lightweight. I've got a massive heavy bag on, so we'll have to adjust that in a bit. This seat is so comfortable. The one thing I am slightly concerned about is the fact that I'm so much smaller on the road now. I have no idea how visible I am, if that makes sense. Right, I've just filled her up. Oh, the alarm's going to go off again. It's got a immobiliser. You probably can't even hear that. We've got a total of 28 miles so far. Power on. Yeah. I have just had myself a coffee. The hottest 2 steak bakes in the world from Greg's. Let's go. Oh, I love how light this thing is. It's so easy. Back on the road. It's so light, it's funny. I went in there to fill up because I only had half a tank, or like, well, it was just over half a tank, and get myself something to sort of eat and whatever. I was just I'd done 28 miles and I thought, well, round that amount, let the bike completely cool down again. Oh, this is going to be a high one, isn't it? Has it got hill hold control? Absolutely not. Cool, this is a steep hill. Bloody Nora. So it's had like 2 full cycles of hot and cold this morning. Plan of action, I've got a few different places to go. I put on Instagram the other day. Oh look, I'm breaking the speed limit. I put on Instagram the other day about going into the peaks, and I thought, well, what I'll do is, I know a lot of people live up this way, so I will ask them where to go. And I've got a few passes to do, a few good roads to do. I'm not going to get to do all of the ones that were suggested, unfortunately, because I spent a lot of time this morning faffing around. Oh, also, I filled the tank up. I had about, that's what I was saying, wasn't I? I had about half a tank full. I put £4 in. The bloke looked at me like, yeah, the minimum amount's 5. And I went, well, what do you want me to do? 2.6 litres I think I put in. Which is hilarious. So funny. Oh, it's a national. I can open her up a bit more. It's been absolutely great so far. I'm really enjoying this little bike. Considering I'm like at the crank, I'm used to what? 160 odd more horsepower. It's doing pretty well. And I'm getting a lot of people, especially when I was sat at the petrol station. So many people came up to me and went, that's lovely, that. And then one bloke was just like, oh, that's really nice. What is it? 125? And I went, yeah. And he went, oh, it's a monkey! Obviously, he's from Leeds, so that's, I don't know what a Leeds accent is. Obviously, I'm not like stressing about going fast or trying to go fast in any way, shape or form, because I can't. But it will happily sit at sort of 45, 50 with no problem at all. Even up hills, comparing it to my CG 125, which I had, which was like I mean, in the nicest way, it was a pile of shit. Basically stuck a load of shit on it, a 40-pound straight through exhaust pipe, which you had to saw the old exhaust pipe off to fit it. It was so badly fueled that the choke would kick in every now and again. Oh, pheasant! I just hit a bloody pheasant! Shit the bed! Lucky I wasn't going faster. Lucky I couldn't go faster. Oh my god. Luckily he got away. He sort of just went under my leg and then flew out. Brooker, one of my other mates that doesn't have a bike anymore because he's an absolute wet wipe. He just plays golf instead. I know. He bought a CG 125 as well. We were like racing them together, and we would be laying on the tank, literally laying on the tank. At one point had our legs out the back. We would be like 55, 55, still 55. It was just so funny. And they were just the shittest bikes ever. But this, like, I've had it over 60 already. I mean, it was downhill because I'm trying not to like rag the life out of it. Oh my god, look at this. That view is way bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, funny. Farts and willies. Farts and willies. They're just really funny. Oh, look at this. Whee! See, these bits here would be, I'd be taking off on the KTM. A lot of you will be sitting there thinking, why the bloody hell has Sam bought a monkey bike? The main reason I bought this is because it's funny. Which sounds really like stupid, but like every YouTuber says, the money you get from ad revenue is crap. But it's getting to the point now with 6.5, nearly 7,000 subscribers that and my Patreon, my beloved Patreons, you absolute bunch of legends, I have just about got enough money every month to fund the finance payment on this and a little bit for like modifications and stuff. So I thought, instead of spending that money on myself, I've already got a nice bike. Yes, I do need to pay for KTM repairs, but that can come, that's fine. But I thought to myself, instead of using that YouTube money to fund anything else in my life, I'm going to use that YouTube money to make content for you guys. And I thought, what would be more funny than my super adventure? And that would be riding a 9 horsepower bike that's comically small and doing a load of challenges. So and I was speaking to Mr. Dave Ashpole, who you guys will be aware of now because I talk about him quite a bit. His other half has got a monkey bike. She absolutely loves it. So I thought, yeah, why not? That'd be funny. I've never sat on one. I've never ridden one. But it's a 125, so you kind of know what you're getting. I mean, it's got trip A, trip B, and an odometer. That's it. That is what your views are paying towards. So thank you very, very much. You allow me to be more of a twat than I already am. So thank you. Plan of action for the bike, because I know a lot of you have been wondering, well, what's he going to do with it? There's obviously going to be a few challenges. Bruce, if you're watching this, I'm ready for you, mate. Get yourself a 125 and we'll go and have a bit of a laugh. I said to Dave Ashpole that we should go and do a trip of Wales, on me on my monkey bike, him on his missus' monkey bike. Yeah, there'll be a few challenges on it, and I am going to the ABR festival, as I did last year. And some of you will have known that I got asked a few times if I was the guy that was jumping the super adventure on the trail, and yeah, that was me. This year, guess what I'm going on? It's not going to be standard in any way, shape or form though. I've already got some bits sitting on the sofa at home, as the Patreons will know. A little bit more off-road focus for that, and then the challenges will follow. Everyone's looking at me like, oh my god, what is he riding? I'm getting a whistling off my helmet. This helmet. Oh, this must be Snake's Pass going up this way then. Yeah boy, super adventure! If that was you on the super adventure, thanks for nodding back at me. I know I look like a twat. Oh, yeah. I'll catch up.